to his eyes.
I lost an audience.
Hold on, let me do
I
the
said
intro.
Dyke halfway through
You can
my
start now. You
set.
don't have to do the intro. It's already started. It's fun.
Welcome to another episode of The Intellectuals. I'm Poseidon.
Hold on, I just gotta say something.
Wait.
What? But it was going well. Why'd you have to break the flow?
Are we?
Because I'm an asshole.
Have we been rolling this
Because
whole
I'm
time?
Yes,
because
it,
I'm an
it was a good
asshole.
flow, and then he just.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Time to be fake. You like, what?
Nah,
No, but that's the energy there. You're like, okay, we're having a good natural conversation. Wait. Hold on. All right. Force it now. Go.
Yeah, you did the opposite of what a podcast
It's
would
the
do.
sunglasses that I'm wearing, which are throwing you off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to stare into your soul.
Poker. That's exactly. I'm guarding the gateway to my soul.
I
right now.
cannot stare into your soul. It makes me uncomfortable.
It's all right. I also blink like a motherfucker, and I think this kind of dials it in a little bit.
Yeah, I get it. I have twitches. I go all the time. I do it lately.
Yeah.
This one came back. The fucking fiend twitch came back. I don't know why.
I've never noticed that.
He's been doing a lot of this too.
Yeah, that twitch. That's the worst twitch of all.
Speaking of Twitches, hi Adam.
Hello.
How you doing?
You guys gonna surprise me and say we're rolling, or is that for you to know me to find out?
I think we have been.
Yeah, no one told you we weren't really.
Usually we say okay.
Wow, he somehow managed to ruin the flow more than I did, and I was like,
Yeah, why don't you put your sunglasses on too? We'll just
Fuck
have
it, fuck it,
We'll
yeah.
just have an alpha. off.
we'll do a poker face with Adam. We'll
I
intimidate
mean, you're
Adam.
all wearing your sunglasses.
Yeah.
Mine are not sun related, but they're still glasses.
Wait,
so-
hold on. When you're out in the sun, I think you're wearing those, right?
It's a technicality. Yeah.
Sunglasses.
Checkmate.
So
There you go.
So Adam, you
That
told
was
me.
good. That was good. I didn't catch
Adam,
it until
Adam,
later.
That
you-
was good. That was good. That was good.
That was not good, Adam. Stop it.
Adam, you told me you were listening to my podcast.
I certainly have.
And then you said, I like that one episode with that one guy that sounds British that's from this place. I don't remember who he is. You really got my hopes up. Like you actually had paid attention and you just go, I
in his
remember
20s.
I remember nothing. Oh, it's fine. We don't have to
He lives in
identify.
a- he was telling me he's from some city in southern Italy.
He was telling you?
What? He was.
He said it on the podcast that you had with him.
We don't have to
10,
identify
11
who it
months
is.
ago.
You'd have to just show me who.
Okay, 10, 11
you'd have to
months
show me
ago.
the
That's one
episode.
of
I'd
the
be able to
first
tell you, oh, that guy. It's just I'm a little disappointed.
I hope
You
it's a Nigerian woman.
just get it completely wrong. No, I don't know. I
He's
would have
studying
hoped.
in okay, I just thought of something. He's studying in university in Manchester, I believe.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Is it my fault?
Well, I don't know. You're
in my
listening
head
to my
appear
show,
a
and
bunch of
I
people
literally-
that you had podcasts. So I figured
He
you
just
might know.
invented a guest off the top of his
Talk
head
about
that
Rob-
Sam Adamo's never had.
Sharma,
Thank you, Sharma.
the guy with the Indian name. Oh my god.
Yes, but he's Italian.
Yeah, he's technically Italian, but he's. Oh my God, Jesus! You're a
remember
fucking
he
space
said, "I'm
cadet."
born
I
in
knew it
some
was
little
gonna be something silly with
Speaking
you.
to
I
the
knew it was gonna
microphone.
be something dumb.
Please, I know
Where-
you're nervous around Sam Adamo, but speaking to the microphone. He's been speaking to the microphone for the longest time now. Today he forgets.
He's so nervous.
Yeah.
Sam Adamo has such an influence on me.
He has such an erection
Why?
right now.
Why?
It's crazy.
Why does he have such an influence on you?
Adam, that's not how you want to start this. I told
What-
Poseidon
what do you-
yesterday.
what do
I'm
you
a little
like
nervous
about him?
coming back on
Is-
the pod after the. I don't
Time it
know.
was just you and me. We've never met. And all of a sudden, let's get a pod in. I remember.
Is it because you like his character? Does he
Yes.
inspire you?
Yes,
Yeah?
absolutely. There was another guy I was going to ask you about. I'm trying to be clear. He was Jewish, but he said I could have been a Spanish guy. I could have been a Dominican guy. You had a podcast, and I remember one thing you said, which might like trigger who the person is. I remember he even said he was doing martial arts, and he said there was a guy who was willing to lend me like $40,000, and you said who's the guy, and he says I'm not going to tell you, that's personal.
Christ, I remember everyone that's ever been on my pod, but you have a way of going about it where you confuse the fuck out of me. I literally don't remember any of
It's
those.
a short guy.
That
helps.
still means nothing to me.
From
How
New
do you
York.
know he's
Baja.
short? How do you know he's short? Did you watch the video and he appeared short on the video?
Yes. Okay, it was an assumption.
Where was it filmed?
New York.
There was a man once, and he did not have diabetes,
was
but
in
he
his
looked like
early
he had 1 and
30s, I
2.
think 31.
He looked kinda
One
diabetic.
and two.
He was Palestinian. Does that maybe help?
Yeah, Tony Dabas. Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
he was a
So
good
you see,
guy.
I'm
Good
paying
guy. Yeah, yeah.
attention
I
to
think he's
podcasts.
coming to Montreal. Fuck, I think he was actually in Montreal the other day. I didn't even see him, but yeah. I
Did you
think he
notice
was
that the
here
last thing he said after 4 minutes was he was Palestinian? But he could have been Jewish. He could have been like he's playing fucking Guess Who.
No, because
for
you know,
the longest time.
and you know what it was too, because the guy he's referring to was a dude from New York who was very New York. He's a Palestinian Christian guy, but he's from Staten Island, so he talks like this. So he's like, I'm Palestinian, but I could have been Jewish. My family's Christian. You know what I'm saying?
go.
So he kind of talks a bit like that, and that's the part that you chose to focus on. Like, it's just interesting. You're saying it like it's a fact. You're like, he could have been Jewish in another life. He had the choice. He chose to be Christian. He was just joking. He was saying. I don't know, I'm from that part of the world. I could have been anything.
Yeah, well,
it's just a really weird way of wording it.
Everyone has their own triggers, right? I'm trying to describe to you a guy, and
Well, at least you watched the video. Because if you told me you listened to that episode and you thought he was short, then it would be like Pantelis saying, I looked at the guy and I think he's diabetic. I heard him and he just sounded short.
But wait,
can we
is
admit
he really
something?
short though?
He's a shortish guy. It
But
must
at the end
so
of
he's
the
not
day,
wrong.
I gave you enough information so you could identify the guy. So
you make me work for it.
Hold on.
And
Let's
I'm
not-
just trying to get used to Adam's brain workings again. I'm just coming back to
Let's
it.
not step over that. Let's not walk over that. There are some people that you look at and you could tell that they have diabetes.
No, sure. I'm looking at one right now.
Why are you looking at you go fuck yourselves. The way you guys can't see Pantelis, but the way you could tell, and he did this, he did. Fucking
I'll tell you what's without going on 100
Fucking
tangents,
guy,
I am
bro.
impressed. You must have done your due diligence to get research to find these people, get them on your pod. I'm impressed.
Not really. I just run into them and I say, you want a pod? But yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
actually, he met them the same way you meet people and try to give them taxi rides
At bars?
At bars,
Sam
yeah.
doesn't know about that.
Very casual.
Except
I've heard about that.
Sam
I
does
heard the Belgian story.
Sam does the same thing, but he'll go to bars right before closing, and if they can't drive because they drank too much, he'll go like, "Hey, you want to do a pod, man?"
Yeah, instead of you, which is, hey, you want to
Yeah.
suck my dick? Actually, you're weird because you've never asked someone to suck your dick. You're always like, hey, I can drive you somewhere and then suck your dick, but I'll pay you.
Adam, I have a message from Guido,
Go ahead.
who I've seen a couple times in the last week, and I'm it's between you and him right now, the two people who I can interact with that are the most emotionally taxing.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Actually, by the
wow,
hang on.
he put, man. Sorry, go ahead.
No, well,
I'm listening to the message. Go
this
ahead.
is the message.
I'm
Where
aware.
he's very hurt that you haven't been to his restaurant yet. Anyway, no, carry on. Yeah.
That's
No,
bullshit
but-
because I have been to his restaurant.
Mount Royal in Saint Laurent. It's a good pizza. I ate it the other day. It was very good. I went while I was fasting, couldn't eat it. Went back a week later with other people. Will say, Guido's a guy you want to see alone. You don't want to see Guido with women. Like I saw, not that he's a problem. Not like some people in this room. But I went out for dinner to a Malaysian Indonesian fusion restaurant, which is not good. Like just not good with another couple and my
Doesn't
girlfriend.
sound good.
No, I mean, the food's okay, but ideally you don't want to try the cuisine of people that are generally starving.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They're not as good, right?
Oh, that's a great point.
So, yeah, you want to eat from people with abundance. But anyway, we tried it out, and the food wasn't like, I don't know. It's fucking every restaurant's expensive now, and we weren't full. We spent an arm and a leg on like not great food, and we were near there. We were near Guido's restaurant, so I said, "Fuck it, let's go try it out." I haven't tried the pizza there yet. Very, 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 very fucking good. Like very good pizza, and I was very impressed as well because he used to do Neapolitan pizza,
Yeah.
and he totally shifted. He does like New York slices now. Again, very, very, very,
Really?
very, 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 very,
It's-
very fucking good. It's really good. However,
He's
however,
filthy.
So
He goes, however, he's
so
filthy.
we gonna hear the word
I've been doing
what?
I've been doing stand up 2 years. My girlfriend's been hearing about Guido for about a year and a half of those years. And I think she's always had a bit of a guard up about this guy because I did like a Christmas show with him when I was a few months into stand up. You were there, okay? You opened for him this like Guido back on track. It's when you were still doing stand up. He called it Guido back on track, and he sold out this little restaurant like a year and
Did
a
I
half
open
ago at
for him?
Christmas
I don't think I opened.
with Ted
You did.
Bird. Yeah, with Ted and you and I. You were very nervous. There was a kid in the room.
oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Why were you nervous about a kid, Poseidon?
He just.
Oh wait, I wasn't nervous about a kid. I didn't know there was a kid until I went up.
I
think-
thought it was a midget. You told me I had sex with a child.
And everything after the fact, you were rattled about it. You were like, "Oh, I should have talked. Did I handle the kid well?" It doesn't matter. But so
That sounds so wrong. Don't say that.
it's kind of what happened. And we're glossing over details here. It's not that
I
relevant.
tried
The
to
point,
cradle the balls. as
the
much
point
as
is,
I could.
so Guido was supposed to pay us, but like I don't know. He said he owed the mob money or something, and
That's what he said.
something like that. So he never paid me $50 for the show. I didn't give a shit because I was just happy to do it. My girlfriend found out, and she's like, I think in her mind, she's been like, this guy's dead to me because he didn't pay you. I'm like, babe, it's fine. It's not fun. He's helped me out in other ways. He's a good dude. But so she's coming face to face with this guy for the first time, and doesn't he come out fucking looking like you guys remember in Scarface? Okay, the guy they're working for at the beginning of the restaurant when they're making jamon cubano sandwiches. There's a fucking guy with a bandana who's like, "Hey man, we got a lot of work to do."
That's how he
Guido
came out.
comes out looking like that with a bandana, with like a sweaty shirt and no teeth. I ain't warn her about
I
the no
forgot
teeth.
about the teeth.
So the first time after a year and a half of hearing about this guy, who she already decides she's not too hot on, she's like, "This is the fucking guy you've been like hanging out with." She's like, what? And I got my buddy there with his girlfriend, and my buddy is cool. We could roll. We could have been there fucking an hour talking to this guy, laughing. But the women are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Then there's some guy there with like, ironically, there's a guy there with like crazy dentures. some guy there that Guido works with the fakest teeth you've ever seen, just smiling like this. Pantelis, like this. So we walk in. This guy's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And fucking Guido comes out with no teeth. It was like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, the other guy stole all his teeth. Bro.
Maybe. Anyway, Guido's very hurt that you've not been to his restaurant, Adam.
Yeah, you fucking scumbag.
Very hurt.
I would like to say something, and any listener can just check a couple of podcasts. I went to see him. It was on a Friday, and he said he had some issue. You guys, if you guys like to help me with this, he had some issue about his garbage, and he was really pissed off at his landlord and some.
Bro, why are you saying personal stuff?
His company's landlord.
Why are you saying personal stuff on there, bro?
Because he was already on the. And he says, "What a better time." He's being sarcastic than Adam to come and see me when I have all this kerfuffle going on. 1,000% guarantee. Check the prior podcast.
No.
I mean, you know. Wow.
What?
That's
No.
that is what Guido looks like.
No.
Actually, I don't know if we could overlay.
It's like
Yeah,
you
sounds great.
know. It's like Guido and his brother merged.
Not familiar. Yeah, I don't know.
They look because they look alike.
Does anyone need a dog?
Oh yeah. We're looking for a
A
sweet
home for a 15-month-old German Shepherd that is
Yeah.
sadly living with Guido's brother right now and not going to make it if he stays there. 15 months old, no money exchanged. Just he wants to give the dog away before they
Social
end up-
services catch wind of what's going on.
or they kill it because they're
Yeah.
stupid. So
Well, yeah, that's what
How did
happens
that
when
dog
social
end up
services,
there?
social services
What'd you
catches
say?
wind.
How did that dog end up there?
nobody. It's probably a convoluted
somebody birthed
story. Yeah.
Now here's
Oh no, I think someone owed him money, so he gave him the dog instead of something convoluted.
That's crazy. Imagine accepting a dog as a payment.
yeah, so, and you know what? You know what's funny too?
That's insane, bro.
So that's a very sad.
That's insane. Can we talk about how fucking insane that is?
If you accept the dog as a payment, you shouldn't be taking care of a dog.
Wow.
You should.
That is
You should not be
totally
taking care of a
irrational.
dog if you're accepting a dog as payment, because within very short order, you will be turning that dog over to pet social services for sure.
Well, yeah, what's happening right now? That's
Right,
the most-
that's exactly right. But I would say this: I do. That's a very sad story, and I do hope that a listener maybe chimes in. I don't know if you were asking us directly.
There is
I'm not taking a
something-
German
you don't
Shepherd.
want a
Sammy,
German
I
Shepherd.
totally forgot. It's very sad. I'm very saddened that your dog passed away. You said it on a pod.
Yeah, it's been a year. I
Bro,
haven't
this
thought
guy,
about it for a
Sam
while, but
Adamo,
thank you.
Hold on. Sam Adamo walks into the studio.
When did I mention
And
that?
this guy-
When have I mentioned
this
that?
guy-
It's you that I'm paying attention
He forgets
to
to
him.
speak into a microphone. What is happening with you, bro?
Wait, what?
Talking to the mic.
Bro, when you walk in here, this guy forgets how everything works. He forgets how to walk. He forgets how to speak into a microphone. Bro, he's talking to you like this. Yeah, bro. So
He has
the
a man-
other day.
He has a man crush on you,
Yeah.
which is fine.
I picked up on that, and that's why yesterday when Poseidon asked me to do this, I said, Adam scares me. I don't know if I want to come back. And it's because listen. So
I get it now.
Well, when you were away, I was in the trenches. I did 4 pods here in a month. I don't know what to call it.
In the trenches.
I called it an interlude, but it was really more of a.
here in this-
it was
Oh,
I like that,
It was
an
like,
interlude,
It was like
yeah.
a Well, within the lore of the pod, I guess it was like the
Yeah,
Sam
yeah,
Adamo
yeah.
interlude, I guess, or the month or the Poseidon in Italy interlude, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
But in my mind, it was just. It was a month of. It was a contract. I was subcontracted for a month. But so I told myself I wouldn't be opposed to coming back at some point, but I would need a little bit of time to recalibrate. And
understand.
then I come back and I'm being told to sit closer to Adam. So
Yeah.
slow,
I mean, you guys are pretty
baby
far
steps.
apart.
I get it now
steps,
because I
baby
replied
steps.
to Sam and I told him, well, you're neither a child or a woman, so you should be fine. But now I understand why you're nervous.
Yeah.
And you said
Because
something.
I'm a man, yeah. Which is
Well, you are a man.
nothing's off limits for Adam.
But to be
we
fair-
we fear, we suspect, we don't.
to be
know.
fair to Adam, you are a very handsome man. So and you shaved your legs. So
Laser, the permanent solution.
Hold on,
even
how-
better.
wait,
Laser.
So now you never grow hair there again?
I got some of it waxed the other day just to make sure there was really nothing left. But in short order, in about a month, when it all comes back, I'll be resuming laser. Yeah, I'm going through what they call the butch phase.
How
So
often do you have to laser?
once a quarter,
Okay, but then it still comes back?
kind of less and less. It's a bit of a scam. Now that I'm talking about it, I feel like I sound like my girlfriend. When I started dating my girlfriend, she told me, "Yeah, I've been doing laser for like 2 years. I'm almost done. Been dating her for 6. She still goes in once
So
in a while
it-
to do laser for touch-ups, but it's you basically don't do it
from what I
anymore
understand, laser
You-
burns the roots. So
Well,
they grow less and
evidently
less.
not, because like they still keep growing.
Well, barely, because a few weeks ago at the Secret Show, people were commenting on someone was commenting on how fucking smooth my legs looked.
No, I'm fine with your legs. I have
Yeah,
no problem.
but I hadn't waxed them. There was a little bit of hair, but it's so thin and light, you barely even know. I just did that. I did that for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not because it looked unsightly. With the laser, they look clean. It's just, I like to know.
Dude, why do you prefer?
Once you get into the sheets the first time after you have no hair on your legs, it's game over.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of footballers did it in Europe, and I would see them. You know, I would see them on Instagram like with no hair on their legs. I would go to Europe and I would see people with no hair on their legs. So I tried it. I shaved when I was like 19, 20, and I just liked it. Adam's hard right now, but
yeah, bro. You said sheets, legs, bro.
Yeah.
This guy.
Wait, is there
I'm just listening.
Poseidon? What's I guess because when it comes to leg hair and laser, we're mostly thinking about women.
Yeah.
Is there a spot? What's the hair on a woman that you love, and what's the hair on a woman that you hate and you can't stand?
armpit hair is a bad one.
That I love.
I can't handle armpit hair at all.
Armpit
I
and
didn't grow up. I have friends that like actually like it. I grew up.
No, that's
I find it
insane.
repulsive because of the way I grew up.
Armpit
hair is my like.
Armpit and leg hair
it's
is not
completely
good.
insane.
I trim my armpit
and
hair.
asshole hair are the same thing.
Ancient Greek women had no armpit hair, so I mean.
No, I'm not. No, stop.
What?
Just
What?
answer the question directly.
Why do
Yeah.
you Greek guys always fucking?
No, I'm just-
he's
no,
talking about
This is
make
the
up lies
Albanian
about the past.
overcompensating. This is the Albanian
I'll fucking
overcompensating.
kill
I
you.
don't know why he would bring that up. This doesn't make any sense. You personally, you right now today,
Yeah, I was about to answer, but I got interrupted.
ancient Greeks
numerous
fucked
times.
animals too, bro. Don't use that as an excuse.
Bro, some animals very attractive and they don't have
But
hair.
what's the hair that you can't stand on a woman?
Can't stand.
Yeah.
It's got to be leg hair.
Yo,
It's got to be leg
armpit
hair.
is second, but I would say chest hair.
That's not a thing.
Yo, if a woman
But
had
that's
chest
excessive.
hair,
That's like not
If
a
a woman
thing. Let's go
like-
with something that's common.
like no hair on the tits, like around the tits. Like if a woman had hair on the tits, I think I'd have to kill her.
Well, that's excessive. I don't think it's that common.
No,
It's not common, but that's why you'd have to kill her.
Here's why armpit
You gotta
and leg
get
hair
rid
is
of
Who is
them.
this demon?
Here's why armpit and leg hair is worse. Here's why armpit and leg hair is worse.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But here's why. Here's why. Because if you tell your buddy, you see that woman, I fucked her, and they look at that woman, they'll see the leg hair, they'll see the armpit hair when she puts her arms up. They'll never see the tit hair. That's between you and the woman and God.
You're right.
So it's not, no one looks at you weird. That's between you in the moment. You just got to get out of your own head in that moment and you got to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? But if you see a woman who has leg hair that everyone knows has leg hair,
Yeah.
and they know you're dating, then people will go, oh, this guy, what's up with him? Is
They're
he
gonna
a
ask
little
you,
funny?
Poseidon,
You're
you a
right
lesbian?
because every time I've seen a woman with
Right.
leg hair, like sometimes you see me and they got the tight booty shorts on, and then you got the hair fucking peering out. You know what I'm talking about? Every time I've seen that, I've gone.
So I'm not familiar with nipple hair personally from experience, but I don't think I
neither.
would mind that as much. But I feel like, you know what? Like the best hair is actually just some hair down there. Just a fucking, a tight little
Me, it's
clean
just
patch.
I like long hair on the head. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
hair? Just long hair. That's it.
I like a beard on a woman.
I like a bald woman with a landing strip. I'll take that above all. It's like, no. Head hair is number one.
When you
You're
walk
right,
into her
obviously.
bedroom, she tells you to grab the plunger.
I don't know.
I don't even own. By the way, I don't even own a plunger. I moved out a month ago. I'm fucking living. I'm walking the tightrope every day now, man.
She goes, pull my
It's gonna-
hair.
And for women, we have to ask women, but I would assume it's shoulder hair on dudes
Yeah, 100%.
and maybe nose hair.
Yeah.
Ear
nose
hair.
hair.
Ear hair, I think, is worse than nose hair.
Bro, I have to fucking. You ever get like ear hair? You mean in or on the ear on the actual physical ear?
I was talking in the ear, but if you got
yeah,
on the ear, that's even worse.
Bro, on the ear, I have two of them that I keep having to get plucked.
That won't go away. You're just a Mediterranean. My grandfather's 87, and I cut hair. I've cut yours
Yeah.
once, you know that. So I've been his barber. Funny story actually about him.
You gotta pluck that shit.
I have
bro.
a hair that
I
goes right
just-
under
I
my
shear
nipple.
it,
It's
yeah.
You have
really
to pluck
long.
it. You have to pluck
I
it.
pluck
But
it. and
anyway, my point
it
is,
grows
and-
back
and-
faster than any. It just.
Yeah. But at my grandfather's advanced age, it's there. It's not going anywhere. But funnily enough, my grandfather is a man whose hair I've been cutting for almost 10 years because 10 years ago he had a brain operation. He had a non-cancerous tumor that had to be removed, but it was very invasive. And as a result, he went to his barber before the surgery and said, listen, you're probably not going to see me for a little while. You know, my head's going to be sensitive when this is all done. He told him, if you don't see me again, you know, it means I'm dead. Told this to his old fucking Italian barber. Never went back to the guy ever again because I just started cutting his hair after.
So the guy assumes your grandfather.
Yeah, for sure. So I think it'd be really funny if that guy just walked in 10 years later to his barbershop and said,
made
hey,
it.
forget about me, motherfucker. You think you've seen a ghost, you know? But yeah.
Have you seen those old
Hold on, we're
dudes?
talking about ear hair now.
Those old dudes with the ear hair, it just grows out. It looks like I don't know what it looks like. It looks like
Well,
tentacles.
yeah, like maybe in Greece
Yo,
once on vacation. I
holy
feel like I
shit.
might have.
Dude, I see that, especially in older people. I just
Wait, women, put in the comments. I want to know because in my estimation, before they comment, I would think shoulder hair, nose hair are the worst.
For men, yeah, 100%. I pull them out when I'm home. I'm alone. I just like if I feel one, I pull them all out.
The best is
It
probably
hurts like a bitch.
They're gonna still be there. I started going to get it waxed.
Where do you go?
I don't have the gall to
Where
do
do I
that.
go?
I don't
Where do
have
you
the
go to
stomach.
get them waxed?
What are we, ladies, bro? We'll talk later. I go to the place that I get them waxed. Yeah.
Okay, because I can't find.
What do you mean you can't find?
Is that where they put the
The
stick?
same place you get your fucking used to get your hair cut. The lady in the back does it.
Bro, is that where they
Oh,
put
yeah,
like the
sure, I
popsicle sticks in your?
forgot.
Is that where they
that's
put the
where I go.
popsicle sticks in your nose?
Yeah, it's annoying.
I've always wanted to get the popsicle sticks in my nose and ear. I don't really have ear hair. I'm quite. I don't know.
I'm lucky
kinda
on the
bald,
ear hair.
but-
I'm starting to get shoulder hair.
Shoulder hair, you just shave it in the shower.
Yeah,
I feel like the best hair
but
for
it's
a
not
woman.
a lot. Like, look.
Yeah, I think in a woman's mind, the best hair for her on a man, if you were to ask her, is probably beard above head hair. 'Cause
Beard
I
and
do think.
chest.
So I think if
And pubes.
no. I'm saying
Everyone knows that ladies like a 70s style bush where they can be comfortable to lean on.
dude. It's,
Jesus.
you
It's kind of like a wool pillow.
You ever think about how invasive it is that women used to have to attack that area?
Yeah.
We're making Adam uncomfortable now, the fucking sexual conservative, but he's.
Have you ever? Hold on. I have a question for Adam. Have
But-
you ever shaved your pubic area?
No, stop.
He's conservative.
Adam, we know the answer. You don't need to answer.
Adam has too much decency to go there.
never
Look at him.
shaved
He's
it.
like,
Bro,
pulling-
you see, hold on. You see,
Decorum.
you
Bro,
see
this
coming
guy's-
out of the top of his shirt beside you see that? That's his pubes.
oh boy.
This guy is walking around with a boreal forest in his pants at all
Yeah.
times of the day.
It gets sweaty and hot.
No wonder he walks in dick first all the time, bro.
Yeah.
It's because of the sheer weight.
Yeah, Adam, you should shave your head completely and grow a beard out.
That's what I said.
That's what we've been telling him.
And so my theory is, I think a lot of women really dislike bald men. I think it's a real ick. Like if I went bald, it'd be a
depends
real
on the
issue
bald
for my.
man.
Yeah, but yeah. Like Tate's kind of bald, but he makes it work, and he talks like he's
The Rock,
fucking
who's
The Rock's another good example. Look
who's,
at Jason Statham. They
Jason
exist.
Statham. What about that porn star that like?
But look, it's like a bald woman. There are a lot of bald women. Like you think of a bald woman, you don't think it's a good look, but then some pull it off.
Jada
Like,
Pinkett Smith.
Jada Pinkett kind of makes it work. Amber Rose doesn't look worse without hair. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's a very trashy looking woman, she doesn't. Her look is her look, whether she has hair or not. Kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like you got to be the right guy to pull it off. However, I do think because there are a lot of women that could still get with a guy who's bald but takes care of the bald head and has the beard. I think the beard hair is more preferred now than head hair because. No one really goes clean shaven anymore. I feel like if a woman looks at a guy clean shaven but manicured everywhere else, then looks at that same guy manicured but with a beard that's tight, she'll say, I like the beard better.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
Even if it's just 5 o'clock shadow. Generally.
Beard is like makeup for men.
Yeah. It's a superpower we have. I think it's our best hair.
Dude,
so
I-
Adam, I
I
think
could-
you need to work that and just shave your head.
I'd like to
I
give
clean
credit.
shaved. I clean shaved, by the way. And when I clean shaved recently, buying cigarettes, normal thing every day. When I have facial hair, never get carded. Clean shave, carded all the time.
Yeah, sure.
All the fucking time.
They just think you're they just think you're a 15-year-old with low self-confidence.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, he looks too depressed to be that young. But let me just double check.
Yeah. If you have sunglasses on, then they can't tell because they can look into your soul.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Whereas if you don't have the sunglasses on, they'll look into your eyes. They'll say, "That's a man who's
Who's seen
seen
enough,
stuff."
yeah.
He's paid bills. Yeah. Adam, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, sorry.
Two things actually. Well, I would like to give credit to Poseidon. He once at one point took me to a barber and then he shaved my head. And I remember the guy was like, "No, keep shaving all the way to the."
Yeah, everyone's telling you the same thing. You refuse to do it.
You're a very hairy man. I can never take my eyes off your neck hair.
It's a lot.
Oh, do you want to do it like in the 40-year-old virgin where we wax him?
No, I don't want to wax him.
No, not us. We get an Asian lady to wax him.
We could do that, but I mean,
Like, I wouldn't wax him.
But what's the point of doing a makeover if he doesn't listen? He's gonna get a makeover for a day, and then he's not gonna take care of himself.
You know, one of the reasons I want to like have a lot of money is because I want to grab Adam, okay, and I want to basically do an
Hold him
entire
down and
makeover.
fuck him. I want to grab at him. And I want to
No.
I want to hold him down and fuck him. Then I want to have so much money I can pay him off and say, "Shut
I
up."
want to do like in that movie where Ryan Gosling and Steve is it Steve Carell?
Steve Jobs.
Be better than the Gap. Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, there you go. And he does a whole makeover.
Yeah.
I want to be like that. I want to grab him, bro, and just I go shopping and like, okay, you're gonna wear this, you're gonna wear, and I style him and I shave his head. He grows out his beard. We wax his fucking chest. No, not
Dude,
his chest.
if
We'll
a
like
whore-
line it up. We'll like line it up so it looks nice.
If a whore fucking sales attendant at one of those convenient, not convenience stores, Jesus, department stores, excuse me, like a Bloomingdale's or like a, the Bay in Canada, whatever, Macy's. If one of those fucking like well put together fucking stupid whore salespeople started talking to Adam, he would fall apart, dude.
In what sense?
I would no, just if one of them gave you a I got the juices flowing. You're like, wait, why? In what sense? I need to be ready for that moment. Adam, if one of those ladies paid you a compliment and said, because in that movie, Gosling's character asks some rocket sales attendant, would you sleep with him? And she goes, yeah, probably. And he falls apart. I feel like if someone told that to Adam, Adam wouldn't know what to say.
He'd whip out his dick.
Adam, that could. We got to try to get Poseidon money. That future could await you.
No,
if
100%, dude.
How great would that
100%.
be? Just go to Guess and have some Lebanese chick be like, oui, il est très bien, c'est un bel homme, lui.
Yeah, exactly. I'd get him bisexual glasses. So bisexual glasses is the ones like he'd have like for reading, like how he has now, and for seeing.
We could make him look like Andrew Tate fully, dude.
But then they
the
turn
shaven
into
head.
sunglasses out in the sunlight, so he never has to switch them out. He just has one pair,
Yeah.
and they're fully functional for both, And they tint in the sunlight. And they'd be gold. Bro, I'd make him look so badass.
But you might as well, yeah.
Sam, I have a question for you because I can tell you're a thinking person. I wanted to
I can
involve
tell
the
that
other.
you think.
I wanted to involve the other two people, but I find that you guys are a little bit biased. Okay,
We are.
Here we go. Adam's back. When Adam starts going, I want to ask a direct question to you because you're a free-thinking person. That's Adam. That's Adam in the pocket.
That's not
I'm
because
being-
you're soft
the
on him.
context, the way I'm saying it is funny, but the context is very serious. Okay. Now I will, since via Pride Podcast, people are aware of the fact that
Hang on.
I've done stuff where I've been scammed.
Adam. Take a step
What
back.
the fuck does this have to do
Hold
with what
on.
we just
Let
said?
him get it out. Let him get.
leading up
Wait.
to where
Poseidon.
I'm going.
Hang on. He's getting somewhere. Adam, you lost me. Take a
Okay.
step. Take a step
You're
back.
right. I'll
Take a
take
step back. You said something about context and wordiness, and I looked to my right. I tuned out for half a second,
I
and
gotta make sure that
you sound like
all right.
Kamala Harris.
I gotta make sure
Slow
that I'm
down.
gonna go slowly from point to point.
Don't
There's
talk.
Not that
Adam,
many.
Adam, don't talk like AI. Just be direct.
Fine.
No, don't talk
I
about the
was-
context of
yes.
history toward the future and the passage of time.
Fine. I was giving thought to the idea. I will make a concession before I get to my point.
You're doing
and
it
it's
again.
like,
I was giving thought to the idea. I'll make a
Okay,
concession.
fine.
Too many.
Fine. Too many
Slow
wordy.
down.
Too
Slow
wordy.
down.
You're right. Too
Simple.
wordy. I will acknowledge to everybody in this room that in the past there are reasons, valid reasons why people can say this guy kind of does not merit a lot of self-worth, self-respect, self-dignity, whatever. Okay.
You don't merit. You
It
mean
seems to me that I shouldn't be meriting too much of it.
That doesn't
what
make
is
sense.
self-worth is internal. What do you mean you don't warrant self-worth? Someone you think people insinuate through
Yes.
hearing you speak?
Yes.
This guy doesn't even warrant his own self-worth.
And I'll give you the reason. Because
Okay.
I've been in situations whereby I've been duped. Okay? I've been, I don't have to use any fancy words. I've been scammed. Thank you. Now, I'm trying to convince Poseidon and Pantelis, not so much you because we haven't had discussions with you about this, that it does not apply any longer. It did, but it does not apply any longer. Hence, I believe that I should warrant. I should believe that I should be entitled to these things that I just
Okay,
said.
now please explain to
Self-worth.
me. Please explain to me how what you just said has anything to do with giving you a makeover.
Nothing.
What's the point you're making? What's the point you're
I
making?
changed subjects. I said I
That's
wanted
fine.
to
He's
use-
changing
I wanted
subjects.
to
Okay,
add Sam to the think tank and say these guys, especially Pantelis, has indicated to me by saying you are a child, you have an immature mentality, you don't.
What
really
are you asking me? Yes, okay. People think all
fine.
these. What do you? Get to the
make
crux
it
of it.
simple, I'd like to start with a sentence and then add to that a question.
That's how language works.
May
Yes.
I ask you to maybe tell me if you agree or disagree with his mentality?
I
He
will
thinks
tell you if I
don't
agree or
deserve
disagree.
self-worth.
Wait.
He
what?
thinks, Pantelis thinks,
Yeah.
I don't deserve self-worth.
I never said that.
You never
What the
said
fuck
that.
are you talking about, you piece
You're
of
right,
shit?
You're right.
I'm
You were
literally
telling
right
me-
here.
Sorry. I believe that Pantelis was telling me the way you think sometimes you have the mentality of a child.
Yes, okay. Well, that's not at all what you just said, you piece of garbage.
Okay, sorry. I have
Fucking bullshit.
Sam said
You're making me
perfect, I'm
join
a
fucking
lousy
Poseidon's
narrator.
side. Go bully him.
I'm a lousy
Bro,
narrator.
you know why
clean your
you know why
fucking
he's
nose
calling
hairs, you piece of shit. You're disgusting.
So fine.
You know why he's calling you a
Hinting.
piece of garbage? Because you just insinuated that he did a mean thing,
Okay.
which thereby upsets him because he thinks that's a crazy accusation. So he becomes defensive and then says a mean thing. You're doing it to him.
I have reason to believe that.
By the way, I'm not
Pantelis
gaslighting you
has-
there.
No,
I'm
no
just literally
problem, no
walking you
problem.
through what exactly happened.
I rephrased that. I think I put a
He
pretty
I
smart
doubt
way.
he ever said, Adam, you don't deserve self-worth. Has anyone told you that ever? If anyone has,
insane.
cut them out of your life.
I should rephrase that.
And first of all, that doesn't even make it. You don't deserve self-worth. Like what is
You
that?
determine
like,
your
yeah,
self-worth.
exactly. How do you?
Yeah. Okay.
How
so
do you
fine.
not
I
deserve?
think
Like
that
it doesn't
you
make
are
sense.
Some
fine,
people
fine.
don't deserve self-worth. Like, for
Back up.
example, if you get a German Shepherd as a form of payment and you can't even take care of it, maybe that guy doesn't deserve self-worth.
I agree. I agree.
Okay, I'm with
You
you.
know what
That
I'm
guy
saying?
doesn't deserve
Having
it.
never met the man. By the way, sorry, Adam, I want to get to
know
this,
him,
but
no
why don't
You know him very well.
No, but listen, I don't want that dog to die, and it's a very sad story.
So I don't know
but
what to
listen,
do.
but listen, it felt before like you were asking us. Do any of you guys want him? I mean, the answer is I want the dog to not die, but I'm not taking on a 15-year commitment with a German Shepherd, so a dog doesn't die. Shoot the dog in the head at that point. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I hope
I had a
that a
backyard-
listener might indulge. Why don't you? What if if you guys ever been to Europe, there's stray dogs everywhere, and they're kind of fine.
Yeah,
Why
but-
don't you have a dog live out of like this studio or something?
No.
You guys aren't here regularly enough that you have like a fucking like a mascot for.
I mean,
the,
we're not
the
here
network.
regularly enough. It'll get lonely.
If I had a backyard,
Yeah,
I would
but
take it.
Yeah, but I
mean,
feel
what I'm thinking is I
saying
might
it doesn't
go
have
pick
to
it
be.
up
It
and
doesn't
bring
have,
it to like one of the shelters.
do the shelters put dogs down though?
No, there's like
The
not
SPCA does.
Not the SPCA. Give it to like they actually have like shelters, like people they take care of them, they foster them.
Like a charity almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be ideal. if
Like
need
an
be.
orphanage.
But what I'm saying is it doesn't even necessarily have to be. I'm just trying to get creative here because unless a listener reaches out and says, I'll take the dog who's in Montreal, which would be great, but it's a big fucking commitment. It doesn't have to necessarily be, though, that you take a dog on in a traditionally domesticated setting. You could just say, hey, is there a middle ground here where we get the guy out of that home where someone will claim him and put him down? And I don't know, we don't necessarily put him on the street. We don't live in fucking Bulgaria where dogs just run around,
Well, they can't because we get winters here.
Right, but maybe the middle ground is large space. He's no
studio.
one's dog. He's like a town. He's a town square dog.
That's actually not a bad idea, but not in this fucking.
Maybe
city.
it's not practical, but that's actually not a bad solution. Just I don't know. Like why don't?
But it's a
why
German
don't-
Shepherd. That
Why don't
usually
companies
works-
have a dog though? You know what I mean? Why are there no companies that have a dog? Just a company dog.
But that usually works for like poodles and stuff, right? The studio dog or whatever, like little dogs, but not like a German Shepherd, bro.
they take shits. Yeah.
Not just they take shits. They
gotta go out.
They gotta eat shit, bro.
They're smart, too. It would
they
be like
gotta
a prison
run.
for them.
Yeah, you need to train those dogs. Those dogs are a big responsibility.
They need a master. Well, at least could be worse. What if Adam said, "Yeah, I'll take him"? Then it's like then you're really stuck. The dog could either die or go live with
But
Adam.
the dog's gonna rape him. What are you talking about?
I think it'd be a competition to see who rapes who first.
I'm with you.
Adam, what were you saying before, buddy?
So
I'm a
hold on.
little confused. So
I think I should do my due diligence and maybe restart that whole thing. Okay.
the floor is yours.
Okay.
Let's not interject. Well, I
fine.
want to let you. Even if you run around in circles, I want you to get where it is you want to go right now
All right,
with
I
this
appreciate that.
with this thought. You work it out yourself. Let's all sit back.
Oh, fine.
Go.
Sam, would you maybe be willing to offer some reasons as to the fact that I disagree with Pantelis because he seems to indicate to me that I don't exactly have self-worth based on events that he's discerned.
Oh,
Hold it. Let it. That's it.
Hold on,
That's
hold
your
on.
that's your question.
Yes.
Okay. So you just said a second thing there. You just said Pantelis doesn't think that you have self-worth.
It
I don't know if that's
appears to me. So I'm not putting
Self-preservation.
I'm not-
But already,
Self-preservation.
hang on. Whether Pantelis thinks that or not, you understand that what you just said. Pantelis doesn't think I have self-worth. It's very different from Pantelis doesn't think I should have self-worth or deserve self-worth.
Okay.
You understand? No, I'm asking. You understand
Hold
how
on, say
that's
it slowly.
different?
Pantelis doesn't think I should have self-respect, or Pantelis thinks.
No. You just said
Yes.
the second time.
Yes.
Pantelis doesn't think I have much self-worth. In that case, that's just Pantelis making an assessment. I look at Adam, I don't think he has much self-worth. Okay, if that's even true. You understand how that's way less bad than the first thing you said when he became incensed, when you said, Pantelis doesn't think I should have self-worth. He is saying, I don't even want to see you have a positive opinion about yourself. You don't even deserve it. That's
No,
just.
that's not.
You
appropriate.
understand the
Yeah.
key difference there?
Yeah, I
you
don't.
got to be
I don't.
specific with your speech. It makes people spaz. It makes
You're
them.
right.
You're gonna kill. They're doing this every week. I'm not. It's why
Yeah.
That's why Poseidon.
Yeah, but you described it earlier. Every time I leave the studio with either after an episode with him or Guido,
You're actively frustrated,
dude, I am so drained. You don't understand, bro. And not the good drained, you know?
Yeah.
I'm the one that leaves the studio the good dream.
Adam,
When we had both of them, oof, that was a rough day for me.
Adam, so Adam, I can't fucking answer your question, dude. Your question is, do I agree that I think Pantelis thinks that you have low self-worth? I don't know.
Do you see enough signs indicating that his logic is correct?
I don't know if
It's
that's
not
even his
logic.
logic.
You didn't even
I don't know
say
if that's his
anything
logic.
logical.
First
You're
of all,
just fucking saying
hold on,
stupid
hold on,
shit.
because
Adam, I think you're a person who's a bit of a mess who doesn't
Listen
have
to
a
me.
clear idea of what he wants to do. How do you
Listen
want
to
to
me.
think about how much you've been gambling on the Olympics? I don't think you're doing anything productive. So I think maybe you
placed
just.
one bet.
So I just think.
Because I
He
remember,
bet against the female boxer from Algeria.
because I
Bro, by the way, I almost did because I follow because I'm Italian, so I'm stupid.
I was gonna put money on the Italian girl
because I would see her
40
fucking
times.
posted about her father. She's like, Babbo, I miss you. I love you so much. I won't let you down. 46 seconds in, she quit. I was like, oh
Bro,
fuck, she is a lady after all.
Do you realize that
She's
I
a-
was gonna put $1,000 on her,
God
and
damn.
then I forgot, and then I saw she gave up to 46. I go, you can't.
I
trust
thought
these
the
walls."
line was skewed. I
Sometimes
actually
God's
stopped
looking
betting.
after you.
So I stopped betting after the Euro because I went up a lot and then I kept going and I lost some and I was still up and I said no more because I was doing it too much. I was like,
Yeah,
this
you
is like a
gotta
mode of
know.
income, and I said I got to get out with my money, and I just said I'm probably done for the year.
yeah, you did the right thing.
Unfortunately. So but if I were to bet, now by the way, Adam, this is the second time that Adam's a wreck. First was us talking about fucking sheets and Moroccan sales associates quietly. That's one thing Adam likes is the actual sexual stuff. But then the other thing that gets Adam fully aroused is us talking about betting. He's dialed in right now.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. He's not saying anything, but he's dialed in. But I was thinking, because the Algerian boxer with the XY chromosome, the intersex lady, okay, whatever, who I thought was trans, but apparently intersex, from what it sounds. So she lost fights on her record. She lost 9 fights.
I saw that
So
too, and I didn't understand.
I didn't understand it. So
I thought she bet against herself for money.
Maybe, who knows? But I thought, maybe she's just like at that point. I thought she was kind of like a dude because she had the XY thing. I didn't realize she was like a woman with like high T because she was kind of like intersex.
But it wasn't the high T that blocked her from the world boxing. It was the XY.
It was. I think the high T is what. So here's. I think the high T is what flagged the issue, and then I think they said we suspect she has XY. I don't know if they did a fucking gender test on her or a sex test on her. If they did, apparently it's supposed to be confidential. So I don't actually. The point with her is actually nobody knows what the fuck actually happened, and the organization has kind of been discredited that levied that test against her, but it was probably for a reason. And also, what I think is this was a chick that was born in Algeria. And to parents who had no clue what intersex was, and they're like furious anytime anyone's like, yeah, that's a man. They're like, nonsense, that's my little girl, because they've always probably thought she was a girl. Probably has no ability to have children, but probably has a vagina, but has X chromosomes, or XY chromosomes, I should say. Has a Y chromosome. It's very weird.
And a really big clit.
It's
Maybe.
dude. But you understand,
it's very weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's not like a simple case.
But-
it's a very strange thing for this person to go through.
But because it's a weird case, it's clearly not a black and white thing. Where if I fought women that size, I would be able to take their punches, and even though I have no technique, I would kill it. Now that's not a hot take. They're better boxers than me. They're better technique. But I'm a guy. You know what I'm saying? I think in her case it's a little more black and white. So I did see losses on her record and thought there's a chance. There's a chance. And as a result, I thought, fuck, smart money, says the Italian. But she's Neapolitan, and I think she might have. You know that the Italian Boxing Association or the Italian Olympic Committee paid her out as if she won a gold medal, because apparently you get a bonus or something. Maybe she said, fucking time to cash in. She's Neapolitan, man. They're like expert scammers.
Because I didn't.
I'm going to talk about this on the pod.
I didn't
later.
like that she gave up. I didn't like that she gave up because I was so close to betting $1,000. Dude, it was 40. I would have got $40,000 for $1,000.
God damn.
Crazy. It's almost worth it at that point.
That's why.
You lose $1,000, but it's like to win 40,000, fucking,
I would have
tax free.
Thank God I didn't do it just because she gave up. Let's say she lost at the end, I would have been more okay with it. But the fact that she gave up to 40 seconds, dude, I was about to lose a grand on this broad.
I don't know though. I think you might have been, if you actually bet $1,000 and after 46 seconds the bitch quit, and you find out 2 days later it wasn't even a trans man, or it was just an intersex woman who basically up until a year ago has never had any issues. I don't know. Like there might be players in the WNBA, by the way, that are intersex too that never get tested. You know what I mean? If you look at some of them, like fucking,
I have
who
something to
knows?
say about this. If it's such a gray area about what this Algerian boxer is, man or woman or whatever,
They would do well to clear the air right
then
now.
Yeah.
maybe
They tried.
that too, or maybe
But-
she shouldn't be in that sport.
Well, maybe, but we don't know.
But we don't know.
If we know she's intersex, then it's intersex division for the freaks.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
But right
Yeah.
now, you, for example,
Yeah.
let's say if you were in the same thing and they're like, you can't because, but we don't know. Like, let's say if you were gender ambiguous. Until there's proof or whatever, like, what do you want me to do? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Oh,
So-
we could do with a leak right now if this is all confidential stuff.
So you can't just be like, you can't box here anymore. If it's like, no, I'm just a very manly woman. What are you gonna say?
Yeah,
Like your mom, we've discussed this, bit of a manly woman.
it's true. Actually,
That's true. His mom is a manly woman, right? Your mom is a manly
my,
woman,
my mother.
but your mom is all woman. She had 3 kids.
My grandmother was built like an ox. She could
Yeah.
lift furniture.
Yeah, my mom
That's-
too. Yeah, my
Got
mom.
pregnant
That's
6
what I'm
times.
saying.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, my mom was 5'11". She could lift the couch with one hand. And back him
his
under.
mom, no joke.
Very fertile.
Like him, no facial hair, long hair, looks just like him. Like you confused me. Yeah, that's
kid,
like,
no kidding.
So no kidding, for real. So I'm saying is his mom, for example, let's say she was in that division, she was in the Olympics right now, beating the shit out of these broads,
Oh,
right?
she would dominate.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So she would dominate, and so people would be like, well, she looks a little man. Okay, you could say she looks a little manly, she's a little manly, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
why
woman.
she's kicking their ass. Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you want?
If Kimbo Slice fought me with my fucking no ear hair, that's a manlier guy beating the fuck out of that little guy. You know, like
Yeah.
it's, you know,
And my mom has
exists
big
on
hands
the-
too.
That's what I'm
Her
saying.
hands are as big as mine.
But that's what I'm saying. Your mom's has a lot of male qualities, but she's 100% female.
I'm just picturing
Reproductive
Adam-
organs, she's a woman. Your mom's a woman 100%.
Yeah.
There's no dick there or anything. But she's so manly, she could beat the shit out of most women.
I'm not.
She's a
The
really
way a man
strong
would.
woman, yeah.
The way a man. Okay, so should she right now? Let's say it's your mom. That's how you're gonna
Yeah.
understand. Let's say your mom's fighting, and people start coming out. That's really a man. Wouldn't you be pissed? You'd be like, bro, it's just my mom.
I get it.
She's just
I
a
get it,
handsome
I get
woman.
it. You
Yeah.
know what? Yeah, 100%. She's just a handsome
She's just, my
woman.
mom's handsome.
I remember because I used to get into a lot of fights in high school. I remember she used to hit. I was always afraid of not getting caught because she would hit harder
Than the kids.
any kid had, any teenager or even some grown man that was at school. She would hit harder than anyone has ever hit me.
You were doing math in your head.
Yeah.
You were weighing the options. Nice. Well, not to bring Adam's mom into this, but I just like to imagine Adam's mom just being just like Adam too, just looking bald,
Yeah.
Sam, I was
no facial hair,
But
bald.
from the other way, no, she's, you know how he's bald in the front,
Yeah.
she's bald in the back.
okay, Sam. I agree. I sometimes have trouble expressing myself, but I promise I've done
Bro,
my
this
best
guy
to
was
be
in his own world,
clear.
didn't give a fuck about the
I heard
conversation
what
we
you
had.
guys had to say.
And you
Just-
don't give a fuck.
It's
He actually
Adam-
he
never
Adam-
talked
actually
about
muted
Olympic
us.
athletes.
Adam's
never.
just very solemn because he definitely, the one bet you placed was on the trans boxer, huh? You didn't want to upset.
Actually, it was on a different mark. It was on judo.
Okay.
Swear to you, it was on judo.
Because she's a big judo expert.
For somebody who doesn't work, this guy's always placing bets, bro.
I gotta start
One
placing
bet I
bets.
placed. Okay.
I don't think he thinks you have. I don't know. Why don't you ask him, Pantelis? Do you think Adam has low self-worth?
That he has low self-worth.
Do you think he does?
Of himself?
You think he does?
I never thought about it, but no, I think he has high self-worth because he's complaining.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think he has
exactly.
low self-worth.
Yeah.
Okay,
What-
there's
by the way,
your
'cause-
answer.
Hold on. Because I remember the conversation. He never mentioned self-worth. He said self-preservation.
Yeah, you don't have any
Fine,
self-preservation.
fine. I allow you to correct
And he
me.
said this a while ago with the scams. He asked you, he goes, don't you have any self-preservation? How you keep falling for these scams? And self-preservation and
Save
self-worth
yourself, yeah.
are two entirely
Right.
different things.
So
Self-preservation.
survival of the fittest, you'd be one of the first guys to go.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
100%. That's fine.
alien
Okay.
apocalypse, because you would get duped. You would, by some guy out of your water. Okay, you would starve to death.
I would
You would
cook
get
you.
duped out of your food. You would,
Yeah, I see
probably,
your point.
overassess the good nature of someone where there's none, where it's just a shyster who's coming into your
It's
house
not
saying,
even-
"Hey, give me your food. I'll come back with a fucking." With a whole freezer full of
It's not-
freshly killed moose.
It's not how
you
you
have
say it.
protein for a year, and you'll get screwed, and you'll be left desolate in the cold.
Sam, it's not how you say it. Hold on.
No preservation.
He gets duped because he thinks he has something to gain. He doesn't get duped out of the kindness of his heart. There's a difference. He gets duped because, what do I have to gain here? Ooh, if I could make a quick extra few bucks. And that's how he ends up getting duped. He doesn't get duped because he wants to help people.
That's how people. You know what? You know who else does that? just generally, like psychologically, you know, when I come here, I'm always like a psychoanalyst.
Yeah.
Toward Adam especially, but also other people that I guess exhibit similar behavior to him, is people that gamble. People that gamble. Easy way out. Let's fucking, you know what? What can I do here? Yeah, this may not work, but let's try it. Because if it works, I may have something to gain here. No self-preservation. It's an interesting, but you understand the difference. Like if you're gonna, you got to be more specific with your speech.
Yeah,
as Jordan B. Peterson says. But you also need to fucking tune in when people are talking to you and understand what they're saying.
Yeah, you can't just ignore for 15 minutes and then go, okay, now enough about what you idiots were talking about. Now what I want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean disrespectfully, like Adam, it is like when people exhibit this, you know, behavior like what you just exhibited, where you don't even fucking understand what's being said. That's how people get duped into voting for idiot politicians who are just they sound good. They sound good, but they're not saying anything of substance. Listen to what's being said. What's the implication of it?
It would have been a pleasure to comment, but I never even heard about someone let alone not a boxer in this situation. I have never had conversations like this, so I really didn't know what to add. I would have, but I didn't know what to add.
You're hearing, but
decorum.
you're not listening.
Adam has decorum. He's
decorum.
Yeah, he doesn't know whether to. You know what? This is a very hot button issue.
I have to say,
he don't want to overstep because I know nothing.
I can respect that. One thing, if you don't know what to say, don't say nothing at all.
I like that.
I have something I want to break down here.
Yes.
Bit of an issue. Just for me personally. It's to do with Adam. Adam.
Go ahead.
How long? Why don't I go through my morning here? Okay. My morning coming here. I was a little late coming here by a few minutes. And I'm sorry, I got gas station coffee.
Yeah, it's true. We forgot
wanted to talk about that. And I said we'll talk about it on the pod.
Don't ever buy that again.
Well, hang on. First, Pantelis, do you want to shed light? Because I've never had gas station coffee. Or if I have, I don't remember ever having it.
It's just disgusting. It's like this Kushtar Max, whatever we're going to call it, depending on where you're from. It's horrible. It tastes...
I got dark roast.
Yeah, it's not dark or light. It all tastes like... I don't know.
Gasoline is what I said before. You get it from a gas station, it's got petrol in it.
It feels like this is street coffee in China.
So I'll explain to you why it's like that. So what happens
diesel.
is Kushtar is not a coffee place, okay? So what they'll do is because they want to cut costs, they'll just have coffee so it's there. So whenever somebody wants, you know, they don't have it as like how McDonald's went hard on the coffee and even their coffee is better than Tim Hortons. Like that, they did it right, you know. But Kushtar just has it there to have it there. They don't have it there because they care about it.
Yeah, well, you drink it and you become caffeinated. It's a
exactly.
hit. Yeah, I understand. I thought that's
so. What they do is they buy the cheapest beans out there, and what happens is because it's not a go-to place to buy coffee, what happens is it ends up sitting there for a while. The beans, and then the beans, you know what I mean? They
okay. Two issues. This an hour before I was supposed to get here. I have issues. Okay, I have issues when it comes to
we know this.
No, but you're just saying that to say that. Well, what specifically are you referring to?
Oh, no, I was just fucking with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll tell you what the fucking issues are. All right, my issues are I don't want to let people down. So if you say, can you get coffee? An hour before I was supposed to get here, he goes, can you pick up coffee? I go,
wait, where do you live?
Downtown now.
Oh shit! So, yeah, okay, I didn't know that.
You moved downtown?
Yeah, a month
ago.
Where? Old Port, just to be closer to shows.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, closer to shows.
Isn't that a waste of money?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we're paying more than we need to. But, you know, I'm living with a woman, so I can't live like a dog. You got to have a certain level of whatever.
Self-respect.
You budget accordingly and you fucking whatever. Yeah, man. Yeah, but
so that's the first issue is you live somewhere where you're not supposed to be living.
That's not the problem. That's not a problem.
We were sidetracked. You were telling us about your morning.
I'm gonna get there. So we're renting a place a month. The fucking owner of the place is scheduling visits for prospective buyers for investment, which she's entitled to do, but the bitch lied to us initially when we moved in. She said, I'm going to take it off the market and we're not going to be doing that anymore. I don't think it's fair for you guys to have people come into the fucking place. When you live there, it's a little invasive. And I said, yeah, I agree. Thank you. Good Jesus. Now I get that I'm a peasant because I'm just a fucking renter, okay? I wouldn't have these problems if I was a fucking base god who owned a place, but whatever. This is what it is. So they send people... Pretty much on 24 hours notice, they could say, listen, we have people coming to visit and you can't say anything. Whether you're there or not, we'll give them a spare key. Now, that's crazy.
Oh, that's weird.
It's really weird. So I want to know when people are coming into my place because I want to see where they're touching so I can fucking put a Post-it on it and wipe it down after. I'm just a freak. I'm a germaphobe. So this visit is this morning. It's a pain in the ass. It's taking a long fucking time. And, you say, can you bring coffee? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I should have said no. But here's my issue. You have coffee. You went to Tim Hortons.
Yeah, but
you said, I'm getting coffee for
that
myself.
is true.
But
Can
here's the
you
thing.
get hot chocolate for Adam and a coffee for Pantelis and for yourself? You say, I don't drink coffee, but you're like, oh, get one for yourself too. You gave me permission to. That's right there. That was
That is
crazy.
weird. That is a
You
crazy-
were at Tibbs. But now I should have said, but if I had, listen, if I'm a younger guy, I got to learn to say no. I should have said, bro, listen, I got these fucking idiots coming to look at my place. It's going to be a real time crunch. I should have told you that. Then you said, are you on the way? I was right there on the phone, like 10 minutes before I was supposed to be here. You're like, are you on the way? And I said, yeah, I'm coming. You go, Adam has an interview later. At that point, I go, no problem. I should have said, I'm running late. I'm getting the coffees. I had people at the place checking the place out. I don't have the guts to. I'm gutless, dude. I have no balls. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming. I just got to step on
No,
it.
you should have told me. I would have went back.
I should have, but my issue is I feel bad letting people down. So I just go, yeah, don't worry, I'll be there, bro. I'll be there as soon as I can. Then I just text you, I'm getting the coffee now.
It's funny
Now,
that you say that, but I have the same problem. And what ends up happening...
It's awful. It's an awful habit.
What ends up happening, and I've fucked over Mike like this, I fucked over him like this, is you want to do everything for everyone, but then you fucking everything falls. You're just there juggling it.
Then I'm thinking I
Everything's
should go to
fucking falling
Tim's.
apart.
There's no Tim's around here because we're in an immigrant neighborhood. So I'm driving around looking for Tim's. What happens? I go, Couche-Tard. Boom.
The reason why I asked you is because I finished from the gym a little earlier, so I had time to kill, and I was already at the Tim Hortons, and I'm like, if I get coffee now, even if I get it cold or warm, it's not going to be good later. So like, because I'm going to have it laying around for
You
like
understand
an hour.
when you say, hey, I just got coffee for myself. Why don't you
That's
pick up coffee
insane.
later? Or I'm
It
getting
is
coffee.
insane.
It's like,
Huh?
hey, you said, I'm getting coffee for myself right now. Do you want to pick up for everyone else? That was a little bit of a weird move on your part, but fine, doesn't matter. It's just funny. I come in, I see you have a coffee.
100%. I felt weird asking you.
But anyway.
I was like, fuck, do I get now? I don't know. I was
So my
conflicted.
point is, so I got people coming over to stare at this fucking place, these Chinese investors to come over and look at
fuck.
my place and go, so I'm rushed to get out of there. And I shouldn't have agreed to, run an errand on the way here. But I did, and I felt bad, and I didn't want to say no at that point. Because if I come here empty-handed at that point, it's devastating.
No, it's not. It still would
Yeah,
have been.
but you should have told me. I would have went back.
Doesn't matter. But so I'm thinking, I'll just go to Tim's. I should have told you exactly. Because when you said, are you on the way?
Yeah.
I go, yeah, I am. I should have just said, yo, fuck it, I'm on the way. But dude, like I had people there. I haven't got the coffee yet. I'm fucking going to get it right now. I'm a little behind. What do we do here? Do you want to go no coffee or what? Because normally I'll go to like this nice like immigrant coffee place that's nearby, but it takes a
Yeah.
while. So I'm driving around looking for Tim's like a moron. Can't find one on Waze. Okay.
There's Google Maps.
I know. I just look.
You condescending piece of garbage.
But I'm using Google Maps in the fucking
you
car
know
in
no
motion.
such thing as a Google Maps, right? Google Goggle, they got the maps up.
So hold on. So I'm driving around looking for a Tim's. Can't find it. I lose probably 7 minutes. When you're gonna be 7 minutes late anyway. Those extra 7 minutes that put you over to 15, devastating.
Yeah.
All this so that I could get Adam a fucking hot chocolate.
And he's not even drinking it.
I get here and he has a Coke Zero on the fucking table. Why am I getting hot chocolate for this guy if he's drinking Coke? But it's like everything about you, Adam. No, again, it's just. So here's my point.
But
This is
now
my
I feel bad.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't feel bad. I'm telling you what happened. I'm telling you the fallacies of like how I act. Or the way I go. Yeah, don't worry, bro. I won't let you down. I should have just said, bro, fuck you. Listen, I can't. You get it yourself. I feel bad. That's done.
Oh no, don't say it like that.
But
Tell me, oh, I really can't, bro. Can you grab it? And I would have went back.
Yeah, exactly. But also, I'm stupid. I don't really listen. I just go, yeah, bro, no problem. I go, oh, fuck, I got to get the coffee now. Like, I don't even think about, I don't do math in my head about time and so on. But anyway, all this so I can get hot chocolate for Adam. It's my 5th time on the show. Every time, he's laughing because he knows where I'm going with this. Every time you've been on the show, someone has picked up coffee of some kind. A coffee's been handed to me. The whole time
He's right.
that I've been potting. Everyone here knows that you like hot chocolate?
Yes.
People have been getting you hot chocolate. You've been having hot chocolate in front of me. I think, this guy said he's an adult. He's having coffee. You're just been fucking drinking sugar.
I'm with you, Sam. I keep forgetting that that's what he drinks.
It's just like, no, but again, I never knew until today. It just annoys me that for a month I was coming on this show thinking, I'm drinking coffee and so is he. We're both
Wait.
We're
When you
both
were
caffeinating.
coming, I think I was getting him coffee. There's no way I was getting you hot chocolate.
Let me.
I was getting him hot chocolate.
No, but he
Okay,
wasn't.
guys,
You
let
weren't
me
here.
Explain. I
Oh,
discovered,
sorry.
the coffee's
Thank
not,
God.
not good for my system.
Okay, well, I was into it's hot chocolate, sugar, cocoa, crap.
No, it makes you shit,
I'm
but
serious.
that's what caffeine
That's
does.
better.
I'm serious.
That's what coffee
So
does.
lately,
Just the thought
I've
of
been
you
switching to
drinking
soft
hot
drinks.
chocolate without me knowing it for a month, like a fucking, honestly, dude, like this. Imagine he's like a fucking, you know what that is? That's like a fucking out of Trailer Park Boys. He's like, he's Officer Leahy, the cop who's like interrogating someone.
No,
And
with
you're like,
me.
this cop is serious. He's taking a slug from his coffee. Meanwhile, he's just drinking,
Water.
hot chocolate.
No, with me, it was 2 creams. I was getting all 3 of us the same thing.
So he just sat there and didn't even tell you. He just drank the coffee.
Yeah, I had
without
no
saying
idea that he has a problem with coffee.
Oh, so I was, again,
damn.
I agreed to pick the stuff up. Okay, you said Adam likes hot chocolate if you're so inclined. I could tell you're annoyed with Adam because you're like, honestly, if you don't want to get it for him, fuck it. I know it's stupid. It's gay. Don't get him hot chocolate. But if you want to, he likes hot chocolate. At that point, I agreed to it. So it's not really his fault. But as I'm driving around, I'm just fucking cursing Adam, like, fucking Adam, hot chocolate. He's been drinking hot chocolate the whole time.
That's funny.
I
It
don't
is
know, man.
weird, though, to
Okay,
think
Sam,
of.
let me be clear. Not use all these
Again,
convoluted
he
terms.
forgets to speak into the
Sorry.
microphone.
Sam, do you think that the fact that unfortunately Pantelis doesn't agree with my logic, we have some spats every now and then. Do you think that would be a reason why I shouldn't feel good and have self-worth and all that? I hope I was clear there.
What the fuck are you fucking saying? Why the fuck are you reverting back to
Yeah,
this?
and no one can give you permission to feel good or not. You could be the biggest piece of shit on the planet, and you could still feel good about it.
Just stop overthinking all of this shit. Just
Okay,
that's my one
fine.
piece of advice. Is if you start thinking about, it's like when you get off. It's like when you have a bad set as a comic. Sometimes you get off and you're like, what did I do wrong? Oh, I started this wrong. It's don't overthink it.
all right.
It's just fucking you just take a step back. Say, what did I do wrong? Why is that? All right, move on. You just fucking. You gotta
Okay,
you
you're
gotta not overthink shit and spiral. It's not helpful.
I think this calls for the 5.5.
I know. I was
What,
just
what,
about to say that.
what are we
Wow.
doing? You got
Yeah.
a prepared list this week. That's
Well,
I got 4
don't know
and
how
5. These are
prepared.
just personal events of mine. Wrong one.
I know, that's why I did that.
I was like,
Because I handed the good one to him before. Don't worry.
This week's top 5.5 ways to save embarrassing situations. That's a weird sentence. Number 5. The time my credit card wasn't working in Toronto after I took gas before my Europe-bound flight.
So here's the story. This was that time, as I'm sure you remember, I was flying through 3 different cities. I was going from Toronto to Washington to Brussels and something. I think it was anyway. On that trip in question,
really, by the way, you told that story once
Yes,
on
I
a
have, but
pod.
that's not important.
No,
I'm
no,
focusing on
no.
another
But
part of it.
can we just acknowledge
Yes.
the most embarrassing thing there? Just
It's
what
not.
a crazy
Well,
itinerary you set for you.
that-
Brussels is
it has
here, Montreal's
nothing to
here.
do with my
Let's go
career.
here, go there, go there.
it's got nothing to do with it.
It's as the bird
It's got everything
flies.
to do with it.
Okay, well, I'm
makes no
pointing to another
sense.
part
Maybe
of
had
that
you
story.
flown directly from Montreal to Brussels, maybe you wouldn't have to deal with that embarrassing moment in Toronto where you didn't have money to put gas.
Maybe. Anyway,
How did you get out of the
You're
embarrassing
about to
situation?
start laughing, I guarantee you. So
Committed a crime.
The total of the gas was, I think, $25. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's what it was. Okay. I remember the card worked for $5, and I sat in the car for about 5 minutes. I don't think I had a cell phone. This was 20 years ago. I don't think I had a cell phone at the time.
I could so see how
And
you
I
got
s-
arrested,
and I
Adam.
walked
Because
in the
hang on, the police interrogate you. I think this happened. I think it was about 7:00. Don't quote me on it.
Let me get to the heart
So
of the
you,
story.
but just because you say don't quote me on it, you don't understand that like, people are still going to take your
I
word at
asked-
face value.
I asked the gas
It's
station
still a
attendant-
confession.
I asked the
Did
gas
you
station-
confess to your crime before a trial was even in order? Are you one of those fish that got
Yes.
duped into telling the cops everything?
As
Yes.
you're about to discover, there was no crime committed.
Oh, does he know
I asked
about...
the gas station attendant.
He doesn't know.
What do I not know?
He's a felon.
I know he's a felon.
Yeah, but you don't know... Anyways,
You don't know that he did it to himself.
I was on house
Yeah.
arrest. You know that.
Yes, but what he doesn't know that you went in for the fellation and then
There were 2 people in the background that were. I was.
who was
understood.
fellation?
Those other people.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that important to get into detail. Guys, can we focus on the story?
How come it's always how
Forget
convenient?
Brussels, forget Washington.
And we found out he never committed the crime because it was for what was it? It's on.
Yeah, because he
it was
went
$20.
in. Yeah,
$40.
it was like 40.
40,
It was
$40.
$40 to fellate a woman, and then they ended up fellating her, and he just
Fillate?
and
Fellation
he
means extort, by the way. I didn't know that word. It confuses the hell
and
out of me.
then they fellated her while he watched, and he's the one who got in trouble as if he filleted her.
Yeah, keep in mind, fellation means extortion.
Yeah.
I never heard
You
of
extorted
that.
by proxy? You extorted by proxy, and you got done for extortion.
It's crazy.
You studied the law, right? In the eyes of the law, the evidence.
Bro,
right?
into
In the eyes of the Lord, you confess to
Talking to the
stuff.
microphone.
It's you confess to it. Don't quote me
didn't
on it. I
have
was there.
to.
I saw what they were doing. They were talking to this woman. I don't know who they were. I just saw them extorting them. I didn't have anything to do with it. That's it right there. That's a
that was my
confession.
defense, but my lawyer said that could get
That's
you behind
not a
bars.
confession. That's not a defense. That's a confession. You just confessed.
Yes. Anyways, guys, please. We're
Yes.
talking about the story. So the bill for the gas, I just remembered, was $30. I went inside and I said,
Do you
"What's
see
the
my
fu-"
point? It was 30, not 25. Don't quote me on it.
I just
And again, I know this doesn't
remembered. I
take.
just
Again,
remembered.
these are just details in the story that are really.
I love hearing him snap on him like I do.
but no, I'm not even snapping. I'm speaking with conviction here. I want you to understand the insanity.
You're a passionate man.
Pointing out the insanity of what's going on
I'll
here.
never be able to tell the
Adam,
story.
these details they're surplus to requirement. This is all fact. Whether it was 25 or 30 bucks doesn't matter. But you just said $25. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
Actually, it was 30. Right there. So it was really 30, okay? But initially you said 25 first. So now, had you not corrected yourself, we're operating on the basis of the fact that
story's
we understand
still
that it's
entertaining,
25. Doesn't
regardless.
matter. I'm saying if a cop pulls you over and says, "Hey, we have some questions," and you say, "Don't quote me," and you say something that's kind of not quite exactly what happened.
I see.
But then
Okay,
you
fine.
walk it back
Well, this
later.
time
They're going to
you-
operate on the
this
assumption
time
that the first thing you
can
said is
quote
true.
Me. I'm 1,000,000% sure it was $30. So I went inside the gas station. I asked the attendant, "What is the phone number here?" Okay.
Could you imagine this guy walks in while you're at a gas station and goes, "Hey, what's the phone number here?" And you're like, "Who the
Missing
fuck
the
is this
juiciest part
retard?"
because
To
I
be
can't
fair, that
imagine
is
you.
that's part of the job of a gas
So
station
my
attendant
credit
is
card
to
worked
deal
for
with
the
people
first
off the
$5. My credit card worked for so instead of 30, I now owe the gas station $25.
Okay.
I was so embarrassed. I just darted away, and the gas station was falling behind me. I
So
was
that's how you get out of embarrassing situations. Fight or flight. Fight or flight.
Hold
You just
on,
run.
hold on. I called my mother. I told you I was going to
Call my mother.
Adam,
Call my mother and say, "Ma, get me out of this embarrassing
I
situation."
had my mother send a
Adam.
check to the gas station. No
Adam,
joke.
you had your mom send
Adam,
a check to the gas station?
Adam, we got 4 more to go. Number 1 is run and call your mom and say, "Mom, I'm in shit."
Hold on, Adam.
And then Adam's mom, who looks exactly like him, bald, walks in. And they're like, "It's you again."
Adam, do the impression of you running again. Do the impression of you running again. The way he was running away from the
I
guy,
don't
do it again.
remember it.
You go like this, do it again.
Soundbite.
Oh, that's so
God
funny.
damn.
So
that's the
okay,
story.
so
And
that's
then
the
it well.
story.
My
But
mother wrote a
the
check to them, and the story's. You know what I mean? What else could I do? I got a flight bound to Washington. out of
what
the
else you
country.
do? You could say.
My
You could
credit
say.
card wasn't working.
You could
But
say.
wait,
You could
hold
say.
on, hold on.
could say-
Here's where I find a hole in the story. Is
Uh-oh.
he said he paid $5 on the credit card,
Which worked.
which
yes.
worked. But
Obviously,
the thing
there
is,
was
hold
one
on.
more.
Be quiet. When you have to pay $30, you try for $30. It's not gonna go through for $5. You got to put in $5.
You do keep working down. Hang on, just try 25. Let's try to pay
That's a
25.
very good
It was like a
question.
dude. It was like a reverse.
So what happened was
it was
hold
a
on.
reverse auction.
He knew.
Suspected is
He
the
had
keyword.
only $5.
Suspected.
You knew. Shut the. You motherfucker. He knew he had only $5 and he duped. He knew what he was doing. He duped the gas station attendant. Said he's only putting $5. Paid for 5. Put 30. Ran off. And then
Hold
called
on.
his mom to
You're
send the
missing
check.
part. I was in the car waiting for 5 minutes. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Because you knew in advance that it wouldn't.
Yes. What
there
I
we
do,
go.
and then you told yourself, I
truth.
know what I'll do.
I have a conscience.
Hold on. I'll steal $25 worth of gas. I'll pay for 5, but steal an extra 25.
You're just making me like him.
There are people who would have run off right away.
Yeah, this is
You run
Adam.
off
This is
right
very
away.
endearing.
Did
The
you
least
see his
endearing thing you
defense?
did was call your mother. If you just ran, people would be like, "Fuck yeah, this guy's a law. You know, he's a fucking an outlaw." I like the detective work there. It's very good detective work because there's no way that they would have tried for 30 and then it's a reverse auction where he goes, can I hear 25, 25? Try for 25.
exactly.
Can we try for 20, 20?
100%.
Can I hear 15? Okay, give me that out of 5. Yeah, 5. Passed. I
It
owe you
works or
25.
it doesn't work. Yeah.
You're right. You're so right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's really
I hope
astute.
It's true story, but it's pretty funny, right?
It's a man drinking coffee right there. You're fucking on the ball, dude. Fuck, dude. Adam,
I've been getting better at
You
it
got
because of
got.
him.
He got you.
Hold on. We're not gonna mulch on this all day because.
Oh yeah, it's
There's
true.
3 more.
Number 4. Another time, I was driving back from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and again in the middle of the night, my card wasn't working as I tried to pay for my gas.
So Adam, take a step back here.
So he said the
I
same
want to
thing.
I want to hear Adam. Okay, let's just assume that every one of the 5 fucking things on this list are
not
times that
gas
you
related.
couldn't pay for shit and were embarrassed. Let's assume that. Now we're on us through the 5
actually
different
there were,
ways.
there were.
Yeah, you just say you just acknowledged it. You fully no, great. No, didn't even fight me back on that. You fully acknowledged that.
But they were not all gas related. Doesn't matter.
Okay, but they were all couldn't pay for
One
shit.
was hooker related.
Okay. Let's now, Adam, now that we've established that these are all times you've been embarrassed for not being able to pay for shit. So really what the 5.5 is this week is ways to get out of
Not paying.
not paying for shit. Or, how to handle not being able to afford something.
You can
Whatever.
play with the words whichever you want, but at
Oh
the
my
end of
god!
the day,
Oh my god, guys! I stole money from a gas station. I stole gas. How embarrassing! Oh.
Yeah. So Adam.
That's a good.
This
impression.
is so I need you to now that we've established that every one of the 5 times and you could tell us the stories. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of it's gonna strike the same
it's
tune
entertainment at
a
the end
lot.
of the day.
The same chord.
Yeah, the same. Thank you. It's gonna strike the same chord. You're gonna be playing a lot of the same tune with these stories. Okay, recurring themes. Having said that,
Yep.
you're good. You're good on time.
You're good on time.
I
You're
gotta
good
go
on
very
time.
shortly, so let's.
Yeah.
let's try and
Okay,
wrap
you're
it
good
up.
on
Yes.
time. What is the
I'm
job?
not
by the
good
way,
on time.
that you're,
He's going on an interview.
an interview for
I'll tell
what?
you, I'll tell you off the air, please.
He wants to do it off air.
Decorum, right? I apologize. Okay, sorry.
You're gonna freak out.
But now that we've established
Yep.
that every one of these situations is a situation where you couldn't pay for shit, embarrassing. Get us,
Yeah. So let me
get
tell
us,
the story.
tell us how you got out of these
So,
situations. So
It was about.
you're on the
4
highway
in
now.
morning.
Go.
I'm sure I don't. You've been in Toronto before, obviously, right?
Yes.
You know that along the highway they got all these little towns. I don't know which one it was, right? It was a rest stop and it was a Petro Canada.
Talking the
All these
fucking
little
microphone, bro.
It was a
Please.
rest
Bro,
stop
this guy,
and it was a
bro.
Petro Canada.
And stop looking at his legs. I see you.
And I was very lucky. I have a conscience. I could have just said bye, take the gas, and run.
Stop saying that as an excuse.
But that's what
No.
you did.
That's
Well,
not
hold
what-
on,
that is
hold
what you
on,
did,
hold
yeah.
on. Luckily, I remember there was another guy there. I think he was working there. I said, "Sir, it's only $12. Can I please ask you to help me?" He says, "Yeah, I'll pay." Okay.
Ask. So situation number 1, call your mom and ask her to pay. Situation number 2,
Call some
call a stranger. What's number 3? Call a friend. You ever call me and ask me to pay you any? It's fucking lose the number.
We all already know that number 3 is suck a dude's dick, but
Man, can I say I would rather walk than feel that.
Sure. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
rather walk.
Yeah, we just established. I
listen,
never want to let people
now,
down. You
Sam,
imagine?
now,
I would
now.
never ask someone directly for
Hold on,
help.
Sam, you can discern whatever you want, but I'm telling you that a classless person would have
Oh,
just
God.
taken the gas and driven off. I don't
so
do that.
we
Like you
talked,
tried to
Shut the
do.
fuck up.
Initially.
we talked about the hookers, the male hookers. Well,
Very classy to call your mother.
Number 3. Someone once got into my car believing that they were supposed to meet me in that car, but it turned out, since I had no money, that it was the wrong person.
Forget the money part.
it was the wrong person
Forget
anyway.
the money part.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
He's twisting. I swear
No,
to
no,
you,
no,
he's
no. Shut the fuck up. You wait. Wow, you're so creepy, dude. What would you let? Somebody walks into your car.
Mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity. What the fuck are you?
Can't pay for
This
gas.
is the king of
Can't pay for gas.
Listen to me.
Can't pay for hooker.
Embarrassment.
Somebody walks into your car instead of going, bro, what the fuck are you doing in my car? You're like, I might get something out of them, and you let them. What are you doing? What are you
Can't-
The
saying?
person after
Adam.
getting in the car said, "Oh, you're not."
Can't
gone."
pay for gas. Can't pay for gas. Can't pay
That's
for
the one that's
hooker.
not
Can't pay
linked
for
to not
ass.
paying.
Can't pay
That's
for
the
gas.
only
Can't
one
pay for
that's
gas.
not
Can't pay for
linked-
ass.
That's the one that is not linked to not paying. The fourth one is.
No,
I'm
but
just telling
I know, here's the point I'm
stories.
making.
Holy shit.
Yeah, okay, but the story. So can't pay for gas. Call
Can't pay
mom.
for gas.
Can't pay for gas. Gas stranger.
No
Can't pay for
relationship
hooker. You
whatsoever.
understand? Everyone gets worse. Everyone gets worse.
So, okay, hold on. What's the story, please?
This is actually
Okay,
a very
okay.
good 5.5 because every
I had
situation
to
gets
come up with
increasingly
something
embarrassing.
fast.
Adam, This is a good 5.5 by you because so far every situation is getting increasingly more embarrassing.
Yeah, that is true.
As we build up to
That's
one.
true. That's
Okay.
true. I
The
gotta give you
hooker,
credit.
way
I'll make
worse
this the
than
number
gas.
5. This is a story that just so that it's complete. This was a story in Toronto. No joke.
Hang on, wait.
No,
He wasn't a hooker.
No, say that
No.
after.
I believe he wasn't a hooker.
Go back to the one he just mentioned.
I believe that he wasn't a
Somebody
hooker. Was he a
walked-
guy
hold
you met on a dating app or
Rana,
something?
So somebody
Yeah.
walked into your car.
Was he?
I was about to drive away and someone said, "Hey, are you John?" Let's say it was a mistaken.
But
that
he
person
came in and took a
mistook
seat.
me.
Who that doesn't?
Are you John? Yeah, but did you pose
I
as
tried my
John
best
on
to
the
say,
internet
"Don't
or
worry
something?
about it."
Why did he think you were John?
Exactly.
Why did he think you were John? What did you do to lead this person on to thinking that you were John?
Do I know?
You
Well,
let me
do
on
you?
to
You
believe
tell
you're
me.
John.
Like you guys are reading into this too much. I'm just sharing a story.
But this doesn't happen to other people, right? Like, I don't know. This doesn't really happen to other
I'm
people.
sharing
man.
a story of my first gay experience.
I wasn't his first. No. It's okay, dude. It's just funny
So
that it's
look,
happened to you.
Now,
What?
there's a good
Adam.
reason why I should not quote me.
Adam.
Yes.
When was your first gay experience?
You know, you guys.
Just the first one.
There isn't any. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not a gay
Okay.
person.
Okay.
It's not gay if I say I'm not gay. It's not gay
No,
if
hold
it's
on. No, wait,
mistaken
wait.
identity.
Okay, he
So,
says.
guys-
Yeah, he says he has it. Okay, I believe it.
A mistaken identity.
It's
I thought you were a woman.
It's an
I thought that
entertaining.
was a lady.
The
cock.
reason, hang on, guys. Let's not gang up on him. I was asking because I was wondering. I thought we had established that it was a thing, and I thought maybe it had been a curious event in high school, maybe.
Well, I'm correcting you and saying no.
No, it was all adult.
Now, would you like to tell me a story where I was the one who actually got into someone's car, and I'll explain it if you give me the time to do so.
Wait,
This-
what? You got into someone's car?
Yes. So,
How did you get
there
out of
are
the
too many
embarrassing
factors.
situation?
Let's try and keep the other factors.
How did you
down
get
to a
out of the
minimum.
embarrassing situation
I
where someone thought you were
hitchhiked
John?
to Toronto.
Slow down.
I went to Toronto.
Slow down. How did you get out of the situation where someone got in your car?
Well,
Stuff
okay.
might have happened or
Okay,
may not
okay.
have happened, and you couldn't pay them. That's an embarrassing
There
situation.
was no money. Hey, oh my
how'd you
God!
get
I'm
out of
so,
it?
The person in my car said, "I'm so sorry, you're not John." Let's say I was supposed to meet John. You look like John. End of story. A person that I didn't know got into my car.
So
because I
another
got-
way to
Wait,
get
hold
out
on,
of the
didn't he just
embarrassing
say-
situation is come clean. Come
Nah,
clean.
Now you're hiding stuff. Now you're hiding stuff. Now you're hiding
God.
stuff.
And I
Because
won't be
hold
able to
on,
tell the
hold on.
Toronto
Because if
story.
nothing happened, if the story ends there, you would have never written it down.
Well, no.
I
It's,
needed to come up with 5
come
stories.
come
because
clean.
It's an appropriate thing
Someone
to do
came into
because
his
I'm-
car, said, "Are you John?" No, embarrassing.
They were
I'm
embarrassed.
not
I
John.
wasn't.
How's that? This is.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
guys,
you know,
I'll tell you a more
Adam,
interesting story.
That's a bad.
Please.
It's not
Can we
embarrassing.
forget the story?
Based on your account of facts, based on your
forget the
account,
story.
based
Embarrassing
on,
to the person, not to me.
Adam, based on what you haven't done though is told us how that person got out of the embarrassing situation. So your recounting of the facts here is not compelling. Okay, number 3, you need to redeem yourself here. Okay. Tell us about the other embarrassing situation where you
Okay.
got into someone else's
Okay.
car
Alright.
Hold on,
by
hold on.
accident.
Before
Then
we
tell us how
continue,
you
can
got
I
out of
address
it.
something?
That's number
I
3.
need to address something now that Sam should just do.
Yeah.
Aren't like rest stops and all those, aren't they known breeding grounds for homosexual activity, or am I crazy? This is a
have
known
no
thing,
idea.
right?
I mean, if you look at the Freddie Mercury movie,
No,
yeah.
no, but this is a known thing, right?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Just wanna make sure.
So guys,
Okay, I just wanna-
No, they are. And that's
hold on.
that's
Let me go.
they
Hold
are,
on.
Adam. They are, and that's why we
Hold
have
on.
questions.
Hold on.
But okay, you
I'm
have
only moving
not
on,
no
relevant.
problem.
because Adam has to leave, so I'm just gonna
So
go straight
guys-
to number 2.
But Adam, Adam's about to tell us about the time he got into someone's car.
yeah.
Spit it out, quick.
No joke. I hitchhiked to Toronto. You know those guys that drive those big trucks that say Provigo? They drive produce. I hitchhiked from Cornwall all the way to Toronto. Okay, that's minor. I'm just leading up to the story.
How did you get to
question.
Cornwall?
I hitchhiked just from the Quebec-Ontario border. I think
Why? But why? But why?
I guess I didn't know there was a thing called a
Save-
bot.
save
This was
money.
so long ago.
You didn't know there was what?
Please. This was so, I was like 20 at the
You
time.
didn't know what?
I didn't know
Why?
there was a
But
thing
why?
called
What
a
was the
bus at
purpose of
20?
going to Cornwall?
Hold on.
So you drove to Cornwall.
on.
You drove to Cornwall.
This was a little stunt I
Was it
pulled
to
with
suck
the
on a wall of
airline.
corns?
I had a one-way ticket from Toronto to Montreal. I wanted to go to Toronto for one day.
Wall of
Okay?
corns.
My
It's so
intentions were
stupid.
good, but it was extremely illogical what I did. I'll concede right now. Please. Forget all these side details. So I
Forget
managed,
the side. I walked to the
managed
border.
to hitchhike a ride with a trucker all the way to some part of Toronto, not even far from the airport. I don't know how long
Okay.
it was. I remember getting into a conversation when I said, "Sir, do you know how to get to the airport?" Just the 2 months. Yeah, you need to go right, and whatever. Okay. I said, "Do you mind if I ask you for a ride?" He said, "No, no problem." That's all. So I ended up costing me $0 to get from Montreal all the way to fucking
You sound
Toronto.
proud.
But why did you want to go
Overnight.
to Toronto?
I don't remember the reason.
Fly back to Montreal.
I'm
You
not
had a
going to
ticket
play
from
games.
Toronto to
I don't
Montreal.
remember, but I had a plane ticket. It was Royal Airlines. They no longer exist. Royal
Wait,
Airlines.
what?
But you were already here. You were already here, Adam. You don't have to go to Toronto to take a flight to come back.
No, because there was something going on in
Free-
Toronto.
free
I don't
water.
remember what it was.
Oh,
I don't
that
remember.
is funny. You were already
Okay.
here.
Maybe he's a better criminal than we realize. Yeah, something happened. I don't remember.
You know
I
what?
I can't recall.
I tell the truth, but I get chastised for it. Wonderful. You know?
Oh,
don't
no.
be dishonest. Tell the truth, and look at the reactions that these guys yield.
Adam.
Yes.
No.
Adam, number 2.
Oh,
number
we're the
Yeah,
problem.
let's move on.
No problem. Okay.
It's actually becoming
Number
one.
2, I had left my private car at a rest stop in New York City along the highway after having realized I didn't have enough money to get back to Montreal. So I had to hitchhike, and he put that in quotes. I swear to God, he put it in
I
quotes.
did.
By asking a good Samaritan to drive me north. And he took me
And I repaid that
all
good
the way to-
Samaritan handsomely.
to the Albany. He took me all the way to Albany, and I was able to scrounge the balance of what I had left, which banned me, which
Allowed me, whatever.
landed me
Landed
a
me, yeah.
Greyhound bus back to Montreal.
And you left your private car in New York.
In a rest stop.
To make a long story, you know what side of New York they have
That's the
those
most
rest stops?
insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is what it is.
So, how,
That's
so,
the
so that's
most-
an So wait.
So watch.
What's the embarrassing situation?
I need
Being
somebody
stuck-
to drive me north because I didn't have enough bus money to get back to Montreal.
Okay,
What
slow
bus?
down.
You had a car.
So I had
Slow
enough bus
down.
money from
Slow
left
down.
at a rest stop.
Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Number 1.
That's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
Guys, we gotta close the tabs here.
Yeah.
Let's recap.
Sam, before we continue,
Yeah.
have you realized that the way he lives his life is like he's playing Grand Theft Auto game? He takes a car, he runs out of gas, he just walks.
Nobody.
I didn't have gas, I was about to
getting
run out
it.
of gas.
The only thing you haven't done is get into fights. You're providing. We don't know. You're either having sexual services provided to you or providing them to other people. That's Grand Theft Auto. The only thing you don't have going for you is you don't have a fucking health bar going down, getting into fights. You're just a non-violent Grand Theft Auto player. So hang on. Let's recap. Adam. We need to just let's reset the room here so we remember where we're at. Number 1. One way to get out of a situation that can be embarrassing: take flight / call your mother and have her write a
The
check.
terminology, I didn't have money.
Okay, so use other forms of financial paper. Call mother, flight. Okay, great. Number
Call
2.
friend, call some
Number 2.
stranger.
Ask a stranger. Number 3.
Same thing, but in a different
Come
way.
clean, kind of. Just say, I need a ride. Or, I'm not John. Okay, fine. Great. I'm not John. You know, I don't know who you thought John was, but I'm not him. Okay, great, fine. Take your word at face value for that one. Now, what the fuck is number 4? What's the lesson there?
These are
Scavenge?
stories. These are just stories. I wanted to go to Toronto. If you torture
No,
me, I
you're
don't
in New
remember.
York here.
Oh,
The embarrassing
not the
situation is
Toronto story.
I don't have enough money to get back.
Why did you go to
I
New York,
drove
by the way?
there. I
Private
used to-
car.
I used to have a friend. When I say private, my own, not a rental.
Yeah,
My
so you
own.
left your private car in New York, meaning you had to go back to New York at some point.
I was going
What
to
happened
New
to the
Jersey.
car?
Okay, I was going to New Jersey. I had a friend. You know where southern New Jersey is? Near Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had managed to get that far. I didn't have enough money to get back all the way to Montreal, so I had to improvise.
You know, just as a rule of thumb,
With
like,
my booty cheeks.
As a rule of thumb, if you're gonna take a car, if you're gonna drive, just like save up for a week, save up for gas. Just that's it. Just gas.
I
Can I? I'm gonna play this out. Adam is hitchhiking on the side of the road. He has his thumb up.
Yeah.
Truck driver pulls over. He goes, "Can I help you, kid?" And he goes, "Hey, I need to go north." And he goes, "It's gas or grass."
No,
And then
no,
and then he
no,
fucking
no.
picks up grass and he goes, "Oh, grass." And
That's
then
not what happened.
Truck driver goes, "Hop in."
No, I know exactly what happened. I'll tell you guys right now. He met a truck driver and he told the truck driver, I need to go north. All right, because my personal car is at the rest stop with the other homosexuals.
My private
and then,
car.
And then, yeah,
My
and-
private car.
And you know exactly what
know
the truck
why I
driver
said
said.
private.
He said, "You need to go north. I'll take it north, but you need to
You
go
gotta
south
go to
first."
south. There we go. I fucking, dude. Adam, I still don't know. What's the moral of this one? Blow your way out of it. I'm serious.
There isn't any. I'm sure.
But you're insinuating-
funny story that happened to me embarrassing, but
He's
hey,
always walking.
So how do you
into
get out of
places-
the embarrassing situation?
He's always
You say
walking
to
into places-
basically use crackhead means. Scavenge enough money together to take a fucking Greyhound bus.
Sam,
Leave your car somewhere. Maybe blow someone after hitchhiking. 4 things. Leave car somewhere. Hitchhike. Maybe not provide sexual service. Scavenge enough money for a bus. be a crackhead. Basically,
That is a crackhead,
basically
yes.
claim
Hey, by the
insanity.
way-
Claim insanity. How do you get out of an embarrassing situation? Claim insanity.
His list ends here. There's nothing left.
Yeah, there's nothing more. He walks in to place his dick first because he's keeping his asshole shut. I wanted to say something. The way sometimes you try to gentle parent him, you're the mom, I'm the dad, he's the grandfather.
Yeah, I'm the granddad. Oh, and most importantly, intellectuals out.